Hello friends, in this video we will see the problems based on the cube. So before solving the problems based on the cube, we will see the basics of the cube. So what is cube? A cube is a three-dimensional figure which consists of the length, breadth and height which are going to be equal. Okay, so let us consider a cube like this. Okay, whose length, breadth and height are equal. So let us give a names to the points like PQ or S, T, U, V and W. So this is a cube. So when you take a cube, so a cube consists of 6 faces. A cube consists of 6 faces. And here the 6 faces are like this. PQRS. PQRS is 1. And next one is TUVW. This is another face. PRTU, another face. SQUW is another phase. Okay, RSVW is another phase and PQTV is another phase. So there are 6 phases are going to be in a given cube. So like PQRS is 1 and next one is TUVW. Okay, PQRS is this part and TUW is this one. Okay, and third one is PRTV. PRTV. So PRTV is like PRVT. So this one is the another phase. And next one is SQUW. SQUW. So SQUW and this is another phase. And next one is going to be like RSVW. RSVW. So RSVW. So this is the another phase. So last phase is like PQTV. PQTV. So PQTV is this one. Okay. How many phases are there? There are 6 phases are there when you take a cube. So and next one is a cube consists of 8 corners. A cube consists of 8 corners. So a cube consists of 8 corners. So what are the 8 corners? This is 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So these are the 8 corners. So what are the 8 corners? P, Q, R, S, T, U, V and W. So these are the 8 corners. So when you take a cube, so it consists of 12 edges. 12 edges. What is an edge? Edge is nothing but a line drawn between 2 corners. Okay, edge is nothing but a line drawn between 2 corners. So here this PQ is the one edge. Okay, PQ is one edge. PQ is one edge and PR is one edge and RS is one edge and SQ is another edge. And next one is like TV, TU is one edge and then TV is one edge and VW is an edge and UW is another edge. And next one is like RV is one edge and PT is an edge. Another one is SW is another edge and QU is another edge. So these are the 12 edges in the given cube. Okay, so I will repeat once again. A cube is what? 3-dimensional figure which consists of a length, breadth and height which are going to be equal to each other. And a cube consists of the 6 faces and it consists of 8 corners and 12 edges. So let's see one problem based on the cube. So the problem is like how many cubes of 5 centimeter side can be formed from a cube of 20 centimeter side. From a 20 centimeter side. So how many cubes of 5 centimeter side can be formed from a cube of 20 centimeter side? So there is a shortcut formula is there for this kind of problems. So the number of cubes is equal to side of big cube by side of small cube to the power of the whole power of 3. So in the given problem, what is the size of the big cube? The size of the big cube is 20 centimeter. And what is the size of the side of the small cube? So that is 5 to the power of whole 3. So this is going to be equal to 4 cube. So 4 cube is how much? 64. So that means 64 cubes of 5 centimeter side can be formed from a cube of 20 centimeter S side, okay, of a 20 centimeter S side. So I hope you got this one. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any doubt, please leave a comment and please subscribe to my channel. So, and there are more problems are going to become on the cubes. So thank you very much. Hello friends, in this video we will see another problem based on the cubes. So the problem is like this: a big cube of 16 centimeter side having all of its sides red, all of its sides red colored, is cut into small cubes of side 4 centimeter. How many such small cubes can be formed, and how many small cubes will be such that having the first one is only one colored face, and second one is only two colored face, and third one is only three colored faces, and then next one is no colored faces, right? So a big cube of 16 centimeter side having all of its sides are red colored is cut into small cubes of side 4 centimeter. So how many such small cubes can be formed, and how many small cubes will be such that having only one colored face, two colored face, and only three colored faces, and no colored faces? Okay, so no colored faces. Okay, so how many small number of cubes can be formed? So in the previous video I told you the formula is like that. So the number of cubes formed is equal to the side of big cube, side of big cube by side of small cube to the power of 3. So in this case, what is the size of the big cube? That is 16 centimeters, and side of the small cube is 4 centimeter. So to the power of 3. So 4 is 16. So we will get 4 cube. 4 cube is equal to 64. So that means actually total 64 cubes can be formed, whose size is 4 centimeters. Out of this, the big cube of side 16 centimeters, right? So now we have to find only one face colored. Okay, only one colored face cubes we have to find. So only one face colored cubes is going to be equal to x minus 2 to the power of 2 into number of faces, okay? So only one colored faces, number of cubes which contains only one colored face is going to be x minus 2 whole square into number of faces, where x value is equal to what? Actually x value is equal to the side of big cube by side of small cube, so x value is going to be 16 by 4 is equal to 4. So in this case the x value is going to be 4. So only one face colored face is going to be given by x minus 2 whole square into number of faces. Okay, so cubes having two faces colored is given by, so x minus 2 into number of edges, okay, x minus 2 into number of edges will give only two colored faces. Okay, only three colored faces actually going to be exist in the at the corner only. So that means, so this is going to be given by the number of corners of the cube. Number of corners of the cube will give the answer to this one. Okay, so no colored faces. So no colored faces is going to be actually x minus 2 whole cube. X minus 2 whole cube. X minus 2 whole cube will give the no colored faces. Okay, so the number of cubes formed is given by side of the big cube by side of the small cube to the power of 3, that is total 64 cubes. Okay, only one colored face is going to be given by x minus 2 whole square into number of faces. Okay, x value is going to be the side of the big cube by side of the small cube. Only one colored, only two colored face number of cubes is given by x minus 2 into number of edges. Only three colored faces is going to be equal to number of corners of the cube. No colored faces of number of cubes which consists of the no colored faces is going to be x minus 2 whole cube. What is the x value? This one. So now x minus 2 into whole square into number of faces. Okay, so we substitute the value. So only one colored face is going to be how much? X is equal to how much? 4 minus 2 whole square is equal to into number of faces. So how many faces are there in the cube? In the next previous video I told 6 faces are there. So this is going to be 2 square, that is 2 square is 4 into 6, 24. That means the 24 cubes are going to be only one color. Okay, and x minus 2 into number of edges will give the number of cubes which consists of two colored faces, right? So that is going to be x. So that is 4 minus 2 into number of edges. How many edges are there for a cube? There are 8 edges are there. Sorry, number of edges, right? So number of edges is going to be 12. Number of edges are 12, right? So 12. 4 minus 2 into 2 into 12. So 12 2 is 24. So 24 cubes are going to be two face color. Okay. So only three colored faces is equivalent to number of corners in the cube. So number of corners in the cube is actually going to be 8. So that means 8 cube consists of 3 colored face. Okay, so now the no colored faces is going to be equal to x minus 2 whole cube. So x is 4 minus 2 whole cube. So that is 4 minus 2 is 2 to the power of 3, that is going to be 8. So no colored face is going to be 8. Okay, so total number of cubes is going to be how many? 24, 24, 48, 48 plus 8, 56, 56 plus 8, 64. So total number of cubes is 64. Okay, total number of cubes is 64, right? So 24 cubes are only one faced color, 24 cubes are only two faced color, and 8 which are going to be equal to the number of corners that consists of only 3 colored faces, and no colored faces are x minus 2 whole cube, that is 8. So total combining is going to be 64, the total number of small cubes formed. Okay, so this is the way to solve the problems like this kind of problems using the shortcut formulas, and you need to remember these formulas. Okay, so I hope you got this one. So if you have any doubt, please leave a comment and please subscribe to my channel. So thank you very much. Hello friends, in this video we will see another problem based on the cubes. So the problem is like two adjacent sides of a cube colored in red and two opposite sides of them are colored in green. colored in green. So the cube is divided into 64 small equal cubes. 64 small equal cubes. So then the question is, how many small cubes will be formed having one side red and one side green. Okay, so two adjacent sides of a cube are colored in red and two opposite sides of them are colored in green. Okay, so let us assume the cube is like this. So two adjacent color, let us assume this top face is colored in red and adjacent of this one is also red. So now opposite to this one, the downward is yellow and this left side one, I mean this face is also in the not yellow, green color. Okay, red and green color. So red and this one is green color, right? So now we have to find two adjacent sides of the cube are colored in red. These are two adjacent color and opposite to them are these two are colored in green. So now we have to find how, and this cube is divided into 64 small equal cubes. So how many small cubes will be formed having one side red and other side is green? Okay, so in the first video, no, in the previous video, that is the second video I told, so the number of cubes formed having two sides color, okay, two sides color is given by x minus 2 into number of edges, right? X minus 2 into number of edges. So this one will give the actually number of small cubes which is having painted two sides, okay, painting two sides. But here the two sides actually colors are actually what? Actually red and green. So but here, so what is the value, how to find the value of the x? So we know that the in the first video I told that number of cubes formed is going to be equal to, okay, so the side of big cube by side of small cube to the power of 3. So this x is nothing but what? Actually the ratio of the side of the big cube to the side of the small cube, right? So that means actually this ratio we can substitute using the x. So number of cubes is equal to x cube. So from this we can derive x is equal to cube root of number of small cubes formed, number of cubes. So it is given that the number of small cubes formed is 63, right? So that is going to be x is equal to cube root of 64. So that is going to be what? 4. So that means the x value is what? Actually 4. So the x value is 4. So now we will substitute x value is equal to here. So that is going to be 4 minus 2 into number of edges. So here the number of edges we have to take where both the colors are actually combining, okay, where both the colors are actually formed, okay. So if you take here the red is combining here one edge, so here red and yellow are combining here using this edge, and here this red and yellow green, right? So this red and green are combining using this one, and this red is combining using this edge, and then this red and green are combined using this one, and this green and this green are combined using this edge. So that means actually only four edges, only the four edges are actually uh, participating in these two colors. So there actually in the first problem where I discussed, actually all the faces are actually colored green, so that's why we took all the 12 edges here. But here actually only 4 edges are combining these two colors, right? So that's why actually we need to take 4 here, only the number of edges actually combining these two, right? So number of edges combining this red and green color are only 4 edges, right? So that's why actually here we are taking only 4. Why? Because these 4 only combining this red color. So here red are combining, here red and green is combining, and here red green is combining, here red and green are combining. Okay. So remaining all colors are plain. Okay. But here we have to find how many small cubes are formed having one side red and one side green. So red and green are combined by actually 4 edges. So that's why we are taking here 4 instead of 12 edges. Okay. So that is going to 4 minus 2 into 2 into 4, that is 8. So that means out of these 4 small number of cubes, actually 8 cubes are going to be, so 8 cubes are going to be in red and green color, okay. So I hope you got this one. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any doubt, please leave a comment. So thank you. Hello friends, in this video we will see another problem based on the cube. So the problem is, you are given an n by n by n cube. So that means the length, breadth and height of the cube is n n n. So all of the faces of the cube are painted, and then cut up into one by one cubes. You will take all the small cubes, put them in a container, shake it up, and then randomly draw out one of the cubes, and then roll it like a die. So what is the probability? That the top face of the cube would be painted. So it is given that a big cube is given whose length, width and breadth is n, and then we have to cut into that big cube into a small cubes of length, breadth and height is 1 1 1. So then you take all those small cubes and put them in a container, and you have to remember that the big cube all faces are painted, and then shake it up, and then randomly you have selected one cube from the container, and then you roll it like a die. So then we have to find what is the probability of the top face of the cube would be painted, and this probability of top face painted is given by, okay, given by this formula. So the number of faces of all small cubes, all small cubes. So this one is the total number of the faces which are related to the small cube. So that means actually we have to find the total number of small cubes first, and then we have to find the total number of faces of those small cubes. So total number of, the faces of all small cubes, and then the probability here we have to find which is a painted. So that means we have to find the number of faces of all small cubes painted, all small cubes painted. So this one consists of painted plus non-painted, and this one consists of the only painted faces of the small cubes. So to first we will find this one, right? So the total number of faces of small cubes painted. So for that we need to find the number of small cubes. So the number of small cubes is given by the length of the big cube by the length of the small cube to the power of 3. So this one will give the number of small cubes. So if you do not understand this, please watch all my previous videos of the cubes. Okay, so this is going to be n cube. So this one will give the total number of the small cubes. So we know that each cube consists of the 6 faces. So we know that each cube consists of 6 faces. So n cube small cubes are going to be consist of 6n cube faces. 6n cube faces. So this one will give the actually the total number of small cubes, and 6n cube will give the total number of faces of a small cube. So that means we got the value for this one. Okay, so that means this is going to be equal to by 6n cube by 6n cube. Okay, and then we have to find the number of faces of the small cubes painted. So in the previous videos I told n minus 2 whole to the power of square into the number of faces of a cube, that is going to be 6, will give the total number of cubes which are painted one side. Okay, which are painted one side. And then I told that n minus 2 into the number of edges, the number of edges of a cube is 12, will give the total number of cubes which are painted two sides. Okay, and then the total number of cubes which are 3 sides are going to be equal to the number of corners of the cube. So that is going to be 8. Okay, so this one will give the total number of cubes which are painted one side. Okay, so the number of painted which are going to be given by n square into 6 into 1. Why? Because this one will give the total number of cubes which are painted one side. So one side is painted, that's why I am multiplying this one with 1. And then this one will give the total number of the cubes which are actually painted two sides. So then I am going to be multiply this one with 2 to get all the faces which are painted. So 8 will give the total number of cubes which are painted 3 sides. So I am going to be multiply this one with 3 to get the total number of faces painted. So this is going to be equal to n square. First we a minus b whole square formula. So n square into 6 we will get 6n square, and then b square. So that is 2 square, that is 4 into b 4, and 4 into 6 plus 24 we will get, and then minus 2ab. So that is going to be minus 4n into 6 minus 24n. Okay, here we will get this one, and this one we expand 12 to the 24 into n, then we will get 24n. So 24 into 2, here minus is there, so minus 48 we will get, and here so 18 to 3 is 24 we will get. So this one actually this one will give the total number of faces painted which are related to the cubes which are painted one side. So this one will give the total number of faces which are painted related to the total number of cubes which are painted two sides, and this one will be the total number of faces painted which are related to the three sides painted cubes. Okay, so to get all the sides painted, so we need to add this value and this value and this value. Okay, so when we add all these three, here if you see, here we have minus 24 and here we have 24 and these two are cancelled. So here we have plus 24 and here also we have plus 24 and we have minus 48. So let's cancel 24, 24 and this 48. So we left with 6 n square. So that means the total number of faces, okay, which are painted is 6 n square, and the total number of faces related to the small cubes is 6 n cube, and the total number of faces painted is 6 n square. So here we will get 6 n square. So 6 is cancelled and n square by n cube. So n square is cancelled and this cube is cancelled. So we will left with 1 by n. So we left with 1 by n. This is going to be equal to 1 by n. Okay. So this is going to be equal to 1 by n. So that means that 1 by n, we'll write here clearly, that is going to be 6n square by 6n cube, and 6 is cancelled. So this n square is going to be cancelled with this one. So we will left with 1 by n. So this 1 by n will give the actually the probability of the top face of the cube is painted. Okay. So I hope you got this one. So thank you very much for watching this video. So if you have any doubt, so please leave a comment and please subscribe to my channel. So thank you. Hello friends, in this video we will see another problem based on the cubes. So the problem is a 8 centimeter cube is cut into 2 centimeter cubes. 2 centimeter cubes. So the new combined surface area, of all the smaller cubes is measured as a percentage of the surface area of the original larger cube. So what is the percentage increase from the surface area of the original cube? So the options are: A is 400%, B is 300%, and C is 200%, and then D is no increase, right? So that means actually a 8 centimeter cube is cut into 2 centimeter cube. So that means the length, breadth and height of the small cube is going to be 2 centimeter, and the big cube length, breadth is 8 centimeters, and height also. So the new combined surface area of all the smaller cubes is measured as the percentage of the surface area of the original larger cube. So that means actually we have to first find the surface area of the original larger cube. So if we take the cube, it looks like this, right? So there are how many faces are there? So there are 6 faces are there, right? So that means 6 faces area is same. So that means we will find the area of the one face and then we will multiply that one with 6. So then we will get the surface area of the original larger cube. So that means the larger cube surface area is, so here the length is 8 and the breadth is 8. So what is the area of this one? It is going to be 8 into 8. 8 into 8 is 64, but there are 6 surfaces are there. Okay, 6 surfaces, that's why I multiply with 6. So that one will give the area of the, I mean surface area of the original larger cube. So larger cube surface area is equal to, so one surface area is 8 into 8 and then there are 6 surfaces are there, I mean 6 faces are there, so that's why I'm multiplying this one with 6. 8 8 is 64 into 6, so this is going to be equal to 6 4 is 24, so 6 is 36 plus 3 388. Okay, 384. Okay, so the larger cube surface area is 384. Okay, so now we have to find the new combined surface area of all the smaller cubes. So to find the combined surface area of all smaller cubes, first we need to find the number of smaller cubes. Okay, so then the number of smaller cubes is equal to, so as I told in the previous videos, so the length of the, I mean big cube, the size of the big cube by the size of the small cube power 3. So this is going to be equal to 4 cube. 4 cube is 64. So that means the total number of small cubes is going to be 64 cubes, right? So the small number of small cubes are going to be 64, and this small number of 64 cubes going to be consists of 2 centimeter as its length and 2 centimeters as its breadth and 2 centimeters as its height. Okay, so that means the, I'm now 1, so for the smaller cubes, so the length is going to be 2 and the width is also going to be 2 and height is also 2. So one surface area of the smaller cube is going to be, I mean one face area is going to be how much? 2 into 2, right? 2 into 2. But there are actually 6 faces are there in one cube, 6. So how many cubes are there? There are 64 cubes are there. So that's why I'm multiplying this one with 64. Okay. So there are, the length of the surface is 2, I mean the length of the small cube is 2 and the breadth of the small cube is 2. Okay. So that means, so this one will give the 2 into 2 will give the area of the one face. But one cube consists of the 6 faces, so that's why I multiplied this one with 6. But there are 64 small cubes are there, so that's why I multiplied again this one with 64. Okay, so this one will give the total surface area of the all small cubes, all small total surface area of the all small cubes is going to be this one. So 2 into 2 is what? 4. 4 into 6, 24. So that is 24 into 64. Okay. So 24 into 64 here we have. And here we have actually 64 into 6. Okay. 64 into 6. So now we will find the area percentage of this one with respect to the, so this one. Otherwise we multiply this one, so what value we will get? 24 into 64, 64 into 24, 4 4 is 16, so 24, 256 and 2 4 is 8 and 128. So this is going to be 6 and 5 plus 8 is 13 and this is going to be 1536. So 1536. Okay, so 1536, 384. So 1536 and 384. So this is going to be how much? So 384 into 4 we will get 1536, right? So 384 into 4 we will get 1536. Let's see. So 384 into 4. So that is going to be how much? 4 into 4 is 16, 4 5 is 32 plus 1 33. 4 3 is 12 plus 3, 1536. So that means actually what actually? So this is actually the surface area of the all small cubes is 4 times, okay, 4 times of the surface area of the large cube. Okay, 4 times of the surface area of the large cube. So but we have to find the smaller cube, larger cube, percentage of the surface area original large cube. What is the percentage increase from the a surface increase from the surface area of the original cube? So for example, it is the larger surface area is 384 and it is increased from 1536. Okay, so it is actually 4 times of this one. So this is 1 time. So to add 3 times this one, 3 times of 384 will get as 1536, right? So 384 plus 3 into 384 will get 1536, right? So that means actually 3 times we have to 3 times actually this is increased. So initially it is 384. So when we add 3 into 384 to the initial surface area, then we will get the 1536. So that means this one will represent actually the 300 percentage increment in the surface area. So this one will give actually 300 percentage increase in the surface area. Okay, so not 400. Why? Because initially 384 is already there and it is increased to 1536. Okay, 1536 is the 4 times of this one, but already one time is already there. So we need to multiply this one with 3 and add to it 1. So that means actually the increment is what? Actually 3 times of 384. 3 times of 384, if we assume this one is the 100%, then 3 times of this one is going to be 300%. So that's why actually the surface area increment is 384. So the answer is what? Actually the answer is option B. Okay, so I hope you got this one. So thank you very much for watching this video, and please subscribe to my channel. If you have any doubt, please leave a comment. So thank you very much. Hello friends, welcome to the Score More Aptitude channel. So in this video we will see the concept behind to solve the problems related to the cubes, cuts and pieces. Okay, so as you know, cubes are a 3-dimensional figure with each its dimension having same measurement, right? So a cube is a 3-dimensional figure with each of its dimension having same measurements. So the dimensions are named as length, breadth and height, right? So these are the dimensions. These are the dimensions of the cube. Now let us first start with the questions related to the cutting cubes into different number of pieces, right? So for example, if a person cuts a piece of cube along any one of its dimension, then he gets 2 pieces, right? So we have 3 dimensions of a cube: length, breadth and height. If a person cuts along one time along length or breadth or height, you will get 2 pieces, right? So that means one cut along any one of these dimension will give 2 pieces, right? 2 pieces, right? So now if someone makes n cuts, along its length or breadth or height, so that means along any one of the dimension, if the person cuts n cuts along with any one of the dimension, that may be length, breadth or height, if n cuts, he will get n plus 1 number of pieces. Okay, I hope this one is clear. If we make one cut, we will get the 2 pieces along any one of the dimension. If we cut n cuts, we will get n plus 1 pieces, right? So now to generalize, we can say to have a certain number of pieces P. Okay, to have a certain number of pieces P along a specific dimension, there should be one fewer number of cuts required. Okay. For example, if we need p pieces, if we need p pieces, so then what actually we need to make p minus 1 cuts. We need to make p minus 1 cuts. Okay. So if we need p pieces of a cube and we need to make p minus 1 cuts. Okay. So I hope this one is all. Now let us extend this to different number of cuts along different dimensions. Okay. So we have seen actually this one is actually along a single dimension. Okay. Along the single dimension, if we make one cut and we will get two pieces. If we make n cuts, we will get n plus 1 pieces. Okay. If we want to get p pieces, then we have to make p minus 1 cuts along a single dimension. Okay. So now let us extend this to different number of cuts along the different dimensions. Okay. So we have, let us assume we have L number of cuts along length and B number of cuts along breadth of what? Breadth of cube. Okay. And H number of cuts along height. Okay. So let us assume L number of cuts along length and B number of cuts along breadth and H number of cuts along height. Okay. So if we make L number of cuts along length, we will get L plus 1 pieces, right? L plus 1 pieces we will get. L plus 1 pieces we will get. Okay. So if we make B number of cuts along breadth, we will get B plus 1 pieces here. And if we make H cuts along height, we will get H plus 1 pieces. H plus 1 pieces we will get. Okay. So H plus 1 pieces we will get. Hence the total number of pieces is going to be equal to L plus 1 into B plus 1 into H plus 1. Okay. So these are the total number of cuts. Okay. So here again I will repeating. So there are three dimensions are in the cube. One is length, breadth and height. If we make one cut along any one of these dimensions, we will get two pieces. If we make n cuts, then we will get along with any one of these direction, we will get any one of these dimension, we will get n plus 1 pieces, right? So if we have p pieces, then we have to make p minus 1 cuts. So now let us extend this to different number of cuts along the different dimensions. So if let us assume L number of cuts we have done along the length, then we will get L plus 1 pieces. If B number of cuts along the breadth, then we will get B plus 1 pieces. H number of cuts along height, then we will get H plus 1 pieces, right? So if we make L number of cuts along length and B number of cuts along breadth and H number of cuts along height, then the total number of pieces is going to be equal to L plus 1. Okay, L plus 1 into B plus 1 into H plus 1. Okay, so this one will give the total number of cuts. I mean total number of pieces actually. This one will give the total number of pieces. Okay, so this one will give the total number of pieces, right? So now how we will get the maximum number of pieces on a given number of cuts? We will see. Okay, we will see the maximum number of pieces or cubes. Maximum number of pieces or cubes for a given number of cuts. For a given number of cuts. So now let us start with three cuts. Let us start with three cuts. Now we know for three cuts along a particular dimension, if we make these three cuts along a particular dimension, then we will get 3 plus 1 pieces. So that is 4 pieces. That is 4 pieces we will get. If we make two cuts along one dimension and one another cut along another dimension, so then we will get 2 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 pieces. So that is going to be 6 pieces. So we will get 6 pieces. If we make these three cuts, out of these three cuts, one cut along the length and another cut along the breadth and another cut along the height, so then we will get one is at length, another one is at breadth, another one is at height. So then the number of pieces we will get is 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1. So that is going to be equal to 8 pieces. 8 pieces. Okay, we will get 8 pieces. So from this, what we observed actually, if three cuts are made along a single dimension, then we will get 4 pieces. If three cuts are made with the two dimensions, then we will get 6 pieces. If we make three cuts along the 3 dimension, I mean this 3 is divided into 1, 1, 1 in 3 dimensions, then we will get 8 pieces. So hence, to maximize the number of cuts, here we should try to distribute the total number of cuts along each dimension as uniformly. Okay, uniformly. Okay, to maximize the number of cuts, here we should try to distribute the total number of cuts along each dimension as uniformly as possible. Okay, to maximize the number of pieces, actually, to maximize the number of pieces here, we should try to distribute the total number of cuts along each dimension as uniformly as possible. Okay, so these are the 2 points actually you need to remember. Since the total number of pieces is going to be equal to L plus 1 into B plus 1 into H plus 1, and to maximize the number of pieces, actually we need try to distribute the total number of cuts along each dimension as uniformly as possible. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any doubt, please leave a comment and please subscribe my channel. Hello friends, welcome to ScoreMore Aptitude channel. In this video, we will see the problems based on the cube's cuts and pieces. So before watching this video, I request you watch the previous video. Okay, previous video in this playlist. And the problem is, what's the maximum number of pieces that can be obtained with 20 cuts of cube without putting the pieces one above another. Okay, so the question is, what's the maximum number of pieces that can be obtained with 20 cuts of a cube without putting the pieces one above other? Okay, so I request you to watch the previous video before watching this video, because actually this problem we solved based on the concept we discussed in the previous video. So I will repeat the important point of the previous video, that is, the point is like to maximize the number of cuts, to maximize the number of pieces, we should try to distribute the number of cuts along each dimension of cube as uniformly as possible. Okay, so to maximize the number of pieces, we should try to distribute the number of cuts along each dimension of the cube. How many dimensions are there in the cube? There are 3 dimensions are there. One is length, breadth and height. So as uniformly as possible, right? So it is given that there are 20 cuts of a cube, right? So 20 cuts are given. So that means actually these 20 cuts actually we have to distribute along length, breadth and height as uniformly as possible. So what are the uniformly possible? That is 6, 7 and 7. Okay, 6 plus 7 13, 13 plus 7 20. So that means actually we have to make, this is the the best possible uniform of this 20. So that means actually we have to make 6 cuts along length and the 7 cuts along the breadth and 7 cuts along the height. So then we will get the maximum number of pieces, right? So when we distribute the given number of cuts as uniformly as along the each dimension of the cube, then only we will get the maximum number of pieces. So the given 20 can be distributed as 6, 7, 7 along length, breadth and height respectively. So then in the previous video, when we have L cuts along length and B cuts along breadth and H cuts along height, then the total number of pieces is going to be equal to L plus 1 into B plus 1 into H plus 1, right? So that means here we are making 6 cuts along length and 7 cuts along breadth and 8 cuts along the 7 cuts along the height. So that means the total number of pieces is going to be equal to 6 plus 1. To know more about this formula, please watch the previous video. Okay, 6 plus 1 into 7 plus 1 into 7 plus 1. So that means 6 plus 1 is 7 into 8 into 8. So that means 7 into 64. 7 into 64. So 6 7s are 42. That means 60 into 7 going to be 420. 4 7s are 28. So that is going to be equal to 448. So that means actually yes, the maximum number of pieces that can be obtained is 448. Okay, so the maximum number of pieces we can obtain 448 by making 20 cuts of a cube. And these are the maximum number of pieces we will get. Okay, so I hope you got this one. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any doubt, please leave a comment and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you once again. Hello friends, welcome to the Score Mode Aptitude channel. So in this video, we will see another problem based on the cubes, cuts and pieces. Okay, so I request you watch the previous two videos before watching this video. So the problem is, by making at least how many cuts can a cube cut into 210 smaller pieces without putting the pieces one above other. Okay, so in the previous video actually we have find the number of pieces. So in this case actually we have to find the minimum number of cuts. That means actually this question is reverse to the previous question, right? So the total number of actually pieces cut into is 210. Okay, 210. So in the previous question, when the number of cuts is given and we equally distributed those number of cuts along the length, breadth and height, three dimensions of a cube. Here also the number of actually pieces we have to equally distribute along length, breadth and height. So a 210 can be written as, right? So 5 into 6, that means 5 6 the 30 into 7, right? 5 into 6 into 30. Okay, 5 into 6 into 30. So actually the total number of pieces is given is 210. So this 210 can be written as 5 into 6 into h. So 5 into 6 into 7. So in the previous to previous video we have seen, if B cuts are made along the breadth and L cuts are made along the length and H cuts are made along the height, then the total number of pieces, is going to be equal to, so B plus 1 into, so L plus 1 into, so H plus 1. Okay, H plus 1. Okay, so this is what actually, by making at least how many cuts can a cube cut into one to small without putting the one piece and above, right? So 200 can be written as 5 into 6 into 7. Why I write 5 into 6 into 7? Why? Because they are equally distributed. 5 6 7 are equally distributed, right? 5 6 and 7 are equally distributed, and the multiplication of this 5 6 and 7 is going to be 210. So according, by applying this formula, total number of pieces is equal B plus 1, L plus 1, H plus 1, when B number of cuts are made along the breadth and L number of cuts made along the length and H number of cuts made along the H. So now this same equation, this one can be written as 210 into, so 4 plus 1 into, so 5 plus 1 into, so this is, I can write as 6 plus 1. Okay, so if we equalize this equation with this formula, so then we will get B is equal to 4. So that means actually the number of cuts made along the breadth is 4 and L is equal to 5. So that means actually the number of cuts made along the length is 5 and H is equal to 6. So that means actually the number of cuts made along the height is 6. So these are actually the total number of cuts. This one will give the number of cuts along the breadth, and this one will give the number of cuts along the length, and this one will give the number of cuts along the height. But now we have to find how many cuts. So how many cuts means actually we have to find the B plus L plus H. So this one will give the total number of cuts. So that is going to be 4 plus 5 plus 6. So that is going to be 9 plus 16 plus 5, 15. So that means actually by making at least 15 cuts we can make a cube cut into 210 smaller pieces. Okay, so I hope you got this one. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any doubt, please leave a comment and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.